Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies. In today's video, we are going to review something absolutely brilliant. Something I really did enjoy, something I really did love. Of course, it's another Star Wars Visions. Dude, truly, it's my two greatest loves coming together. Star Wars and anime. I mean, I'm really into like Naruto and My Hero Academia and Dragon Ball and all those other animes. I love anime. Also, as you can tell, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's back here. I have no idea what this stuff is. I think that's Baby Yoda. I think that's Episode 6 poster right over here. I think those are actually managerships. Yes, I am, of course, a Star Wars fan. If you can't tell by the background. So, two of the greatest things are coming together. Star Wars Visions is literally Star Wars being animated by great animators from Japan. That is fantastic. It's literally a Star Wars anime. Now, it's a bunch of short films. I wish these films were longer. But, let me tell you this. I've seen episodes of, like, I don't know, SpongeBob, Very Odd Parent. A lot of good shows are able to make a less than 20-minute episode and still have something that, really makes you feel for it, really makes you remember it. So, while, yes, I wish these were longer, I think they've done what they needed to. Now, I would love it if they ended up doing a part 2 to all these. I would love it if they actually got to go back and visit these characters more, and I want stories from these characters more. But I think this episode right here, episode 8, I think this episode truly shows exactly what you can do with a short story, exactly what you could do with a short film, and exactly what you could do to connect to the audience. I loved this episode so much. And you know what's funny? It's episode 8. 8's one of my favorite numbers. And that's why it's so weird that 8 seems to be a curse number for Star Wars. I mean, do I have to bring up The Last Freaking Jedi? The Last Freaking Jedi! I hate The Last Jedi. If you cannot tell, I hate The Last Jedi. Yes, I do. So it's a shame that The Last Jedi actually shares the number of my absolute favorite episode of Star Wars Visions. And look, I'm not saying that because, it's the latest episode. I'm not saying that, no. I'm literally saying that because this was without a doubt my favorite episode from Visions. From all of Visions. I haven't seen episode 9 yet, but this is my favorite episode of Visions. I love this episode. And yes, I did a trailer. No, I did a watch party / live reaction to 7, 8, 6, 7, and 8 together. And you could even see from my expression, out of all of my live reactions, this episode was the only one that actually made me a little bit emotional. I actually got a little bit emotional watching this episode. That's insane. That's insane that I got a little emotional watching this episode. I love that. That just shows how much the episode really affected me. I love this episode. I love the story. So, what's the story? The story is about... Okay, I admit, she's a rabbit girl. Look, furries are a thing in anime. I don't know what it is. Who cares? who the heck cares? I don't watch furry anime. I don't care about that kind of stuff at all. You get out of here. But I don't mind the rabbit girl. I never mind the rabbit girl from the trailers. A lot of people thought when they saw the rabbit girl that this looked completely stupid. I disagree wholeheartedly. I was more interested in what the story was going to end up being. And yeah, it's a rabbit girl. It's a rabbit girl. Who cares? It's a rabbit girl. She's actually kind of cute. So the rabbit girl, this is the rabbit girl episode, and it starts out with her. She is actually an imperial slave, and she's on this planet, doing her job. But then she gets away, and she runs into this little girl and her dad, and the little girl convinces her dad to not only free the rabbit girl from her shackle, like slave shackle thing. Like, she's a runaway. She got away from being the imperial slave anyway. And the little girl convinces her dad to take her in and become her sister. So they're going to be a happy little family. I swear, I every time I hear that, I actually think it's adorable. But I swear it sounds like they say family instead of family. It's family. It's actually really cute. I really just enjoyed that. And I enjoyed the art style. I enjoyed, again, the animation, the art style, all of that, the music, everything was on par. It's been on par since the beginning of Star Wars Visions, and it's on par now. It's just gorgeous. I could just go on and on and on about how gorgeous it was, but we actually gotta get to what the episode was about. So, yeah, it's about this little girl. She convinces them to take her in. She becomes a happy little family, and they grow up together. Well, here's the thing. The dad is in charge. He's the leader of this planet, and the Empire came in and is taking control, right? And I love the fact that they actually called back to the Separatists. That is fantastic that they referenced the Separatists in this. That was great. That was great. Yeah, the dad's like, yeah, we didn't stand together with the Separatists. Why are we giving the Empire everything? And eventually he wants to start a coup. He wants to fight back. He wants to start a rebellion against the oppressors that are the Empire. And his daughter, his actual daughter, not the rabbit girl, but his actual daughter, she actually wants peace, and she thinks the only way she could find peace is, of course, by signing with the Empire against her father. She is also the next in line, so technically, they should listen to her. And I love how the rabbit girl, I can't remember her name, I'm going to have to just call her the rabbit girl and the sister, but the rabbit girl told her sister not to, that it would be a mistake, that their dad truly does care for him. And I love that moment where in Japanese and Chinese culture, usually if you have a long hair, if you cut that hair, it's a sign of dishonor. And that's what her sister did. Her sister cut her hair, gave it to her rabbit sister to give to her father, because she was going to sign with the Empire, because she wanted to save their planet, their people, their family. I really like that, and it's really interesting. And eventually the rabbit girl goes back to her dad, and her dad has a secret, has something to give her. And I love the scene when he gives her the box. And that box, oh my god, I love the look of that box. That box, Disney, print that box out, please. I need that box. It's one of those special little, like, design boxes, all fancy looking with, like, gold on top of it and all that. It's a little red box with gold figurines all over it. It's really cool. She opens the box, and this type of box, you would find, like, some special dagger or sword, probably a dagger because of how small it is. Instead, what's inside of it, we know this from the trailers, but it's a lightsaber! It's a lightsaber! I love that. It's a lightsaber. And then the dad tells the story about how his family, long ago, met a Jedi, and the Jedi handed them the lightsaber, and now it's been passed down through the family as a sign of, their relationship together, of their family together, of their trust together. And I love this, because here's the thing. The rabbit girl, she's not actually their family. She's not blood related, but she is their family. And while he never distressed her or anything like that, he probably would never give an outsider this lightsaber. But the fact that he does really says how much he accepts her as his own daughter. And he knows that she is probably going to have to fight her sister, his actual daughter, with this blade. And I love this because then he goes to her. He actually goes to his daughter, and the one with the Empire now. And she fights him. She attacks him. And then she sees that he actually gave the lightsaber to her, to the rabbit girl, instead of her. And it's like this sister rivalry, because as much as she does love the rabbit girl as her own sister, that lightsaber technically does belong to her, so she becomes jealous. And so they have this really awesome lightsaber duel, and at the end, she leaves with the Empire. As the rabbit girl starts the rebellion on their planet. I loved it! I love this type of story, and if there is a season 2, out of all of them that I want a sequel to this little story, it's episode 1 and episode 8. These 2 episodes, I need more of these characters. I need more of these characters. Please, 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 please give us a season 2. Let us dive back into some of these characters from these stories, because I just loved it. I loved the whole thing. I want these to be I want each episode to be a series. I could see a series out of this. Okay, I wouldn't really like the Astro Boy one, and I could really care less about episode 2, the ones with the guitars and everything. I could care less about that one. But all these others are just brilliant. Brilliant. I want to see more. Thank you guys for watching. I could ramble on more and more and more about how I love this episode. This is honestly my favorite episode of the series so far. I haven't seen episode 9. I will do a watch party, of course, tomorrow and see episode 9, but I can tell you this right now. Yeah. I love episode 8 of none other than Star Wars Visions. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts about episode 8 of Star Wars Visions down in the comments below. Now, before I go, I'm going to say the name, and this is the reason why I haven't said the name in any part of the video before, because I'm going to mispronounce this name no matter what. Lop and Oko? Ocho? Ocho? Oko? Okako? I don't know. I'm sorry. My apologies. But episode 8, Lop and Oko? Ocho? Whatever it is, this is my favorite episode, and I can't even pronounce it! Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye.